Hello, tubers, which sounds like a greeting for potatoes, but that's okay. I'm AJ, and I'm just kind of checking in for my weekly update. I'm wearing my glasses, as you can see. I prefer them much more to my contacts. I do have to get new ones because unfortunately these are actually broken and are being held together with glue. Not something I was anticipating. But they are so much better than contacts. It's ridiculous. I will be wearing contacts all next weekend, so I'm kind of trying to limit my contact wear. I've had a really dramatic week. It's been really crazy, really nuts. It has some really great times, really some low times. I've reconnected with an old friend, which is awesome. Out of nowhere, she wrote to me on my MySpace and said, "Hey, AJ, how are you? Here's my new number." And, all my numbers for her are like a year old, so I thought they were still good, but I haven't heard hide nor hair of her. And turns out she's just been moving around and really trying to make good for herself. She's going to come visit me probably in May, which is very exciting. I love having visitors here. My little house is a work in progress, but it's still my pride and joy. So, yay! And well, actually, she's more than just an old friend. We've been friends since 2000, so going on a decade. Going on 10 years of friendship. To just lose track of her and then suddenly, out of nowhere, have her write to me is amazing. I'm very excited. And you see my Kilt Inspector shirt? Well, it's backwards in this, but I have a kilt thing, so I love kilts on men. On women, I could take them or leave them, but men, I love kilts. I've had a really great food week. A place near me sells truffled foie gras by the tube for less than the cost of a pizza. So I bought a tube, and it lasted me more than 2 days, with friends eating it as well, and that was amazing. That and some champagne, or not champagne, Crement. 100% Semillon Bordeaux blend, or Bordeaux Crement. It was amazing. Of course, Crement is any sparkling wine made in France, but not in the Champagne region. So I love Bordeaux's naturally. So this was just like a huge find for me, and so inexpensive, like $11. Whereas for champagne, it would be like $40 and up. This is $11. It was very floral, very fruity, delicious, just amazing. And of course, went amazingly with the truffled foie gras. Like, for less cost of pizza. I'm also packing kind of actively right now. I am going to New York City metropolitan area next week for the Disabilities Expo in Edison, New Jersey, I want to say. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to be there. My parents are going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. Just everyone. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be a huge party. And I'm really, really honored to get to sign autographs. And, I am the cover model for one of the main magazines being launched and sponsoring the event. So for me, it's a huge deal. This is a terrible Chardonnay, which I don't recommend, but so I won't name names at all. It's, pretty typical, very oaky, malolactic fermentation, just not very good. Just very typical. I did have one bit of really awkward drama this week. So I knew this friend. I hesitate to call him that because he's crazy. I knew this person who was working for a certain charity that builds houses for the less fortunate, which I thought was amazing and commendable and wonderful. But then I found out he was stealing from the charity. I didn't find out right away, of course. But he was kind of storing things in my garage. And I said, hey, what are those things in my garage? And he said, oh, that's just garbage that blank charity didn't want. I said, get out of my garage now and get out of my house. He didn't take the stuff. And as you can tell, cannot get it myself. It was like a brand spanking new high efficiency water heater and some commercial windows. I don't know how they work, but I knew they weren't right. And I said, listen, you're not gonna, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe it's garbage. Get it out. Well, I kind of had to choose at some point. Do I want to keep a friend, or do I want to keep my morality? And, he could have become more than a friend, I'm sure. No. Not really. Never. So I called the charity and said I was redonating after months of calling him and saying, do get the stuff, get the stuff, get the stuff. Like 4 months of desperate calling and hounding to the point where he was like, dude, chill. Yeah. I have morality. I have definite morals, and I have a code of living that I hold dear. I'm not just gonna do whatever. So I called them, and it turned out it was all stolen, and it was worth like $10,000. And then they went to his house, and he got another like 30. He was renovating an entire warehouse with stuff he stole from a charity that builds houses for people that have no money. And I was appalled. So, he got fired, and he's mad at me now, but I really hope you guys aren't. But I stood up for what I believe in, and it was hard. And I hope that's respected. And I hope all of you tell me what you stood up for. It's hard. Anyway, this is AJ signing off. Wearing glasses. Much better than those stupid old contacts. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks. Stay sexy.